Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, 0-0-0. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Let's get off the field. Check 26, check 26.
On first down, Buchanan. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a second and long.
Let's get in there, let's get in there now.
This time, Wilson will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
Throwing is Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Green 80. We want it. Come to my work. Slam, slam. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
They'll run it now with Barner. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance, and guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
They'll set up to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, it's Buchanan, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
To throw is Wilson, and he will find his man on the outside. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Steps away. He'll run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Defense, keep it up, guys. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 2nd down, it's Buchanan, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing a completion.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Tyler Lockett, 32 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just on good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. It's caught. Lockett.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Slow down.
On second down now, it's Buchanan. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
53, check 53.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20, and all the way down to the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check 53, watch safety green.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and goal. Wilson, a touchdown, Seahawks. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 55, check 55.
Looking to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They'll try the left side. Buchanan looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jones. And some room to maneuver. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, watch it, watch it. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Watch twist, watch twist. Check the backer, check the backer. Watch the shift, watch the shift. Hey, hey. Slow, try ball. Jet, jet, hustle. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Buchanan. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now back to throw. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the air.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Linder. Now they go screen. It's complete. 4th down now after a loss of 2. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll set up a throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 13. That's complete. Bernard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Buchanan, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now here's Michael Dixon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really competent throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Buchanan. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. Room here to run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Saints take over
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Back to throw here. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and short. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll drop the throw, and he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Seahawks, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And